Hi, this is Dr. Boydston, and I received a really interesting email today from a woman who basically said that she'd been to 5 doctors to finally get her diagnosis of Hashimoto's, and she was completely frustrated and she just didn't know what to do next. And this is such a common scenario because the first thing is that most doctors, when you have low thyroid or hypothyroidism, they don't necessarily want to diagnose the Hashimoto's part of it because they don't care if it's an immune system problem or not. The treatment's going to be the same. So if you have low thyroid, you're going to get some type of thyroid hormones, Synthroid, Levoxyl. Some doctors are going to give you Armour or Nature-Throid. But regardless of the type of replacement, that is going to be the treatment. So if you go and take the next step to get diagnosed with Hashimoto's, which lets us know that there's an autoimmune condition, the treatment is not going to change. So that's where her frustration came in sending this email is she had finally gotten the diagnosis. The doctor had finally ran the antibodies, or after the 5th doctor, she finally found a doctor to run antibodies to see if she had Hashimoto's. But like so many people out there, there was no new treatment offered. So here she was wanting to know what to do next. So you may be sitting out here and wondering, what do I do next? What if I've been diagnosed with Hashimoto's? Well, the first thing you really need to do is you need to find a doctor who understands that you're dealing with an immune system problem and not a thyroid problem. So with Hashimoto's, what you have is you have an immune problem that is creating the thyroid problem. So immune system problem comes first, is continually over time making the thyroid problem worse. So if you sit down on this end of the spectrum and you only deal with the thyroid problem, or look at it as a thyroid problem, then you're never going to get to the root cause, which is the immune system. So that's really the first thing that you need to do is you need to have someone who's going to sit down and who's really going to put the pieces together, analyze your situation as an immune system problem, and then they can start to take all the pieces of the puzzle and start to tie them together and create an integrative treatment program that's going to allow you to actually feel and function normal again, because that's what you want. When you present to the doctor with low thyroid symptoms, with the fatigue, the brain fog, the sluggishness, the being cold, really what you're looking for is you want a way to get rid of those symptoms and have your body function well. And when you get your prescription and you take your thyroid hormones and they bring your lab values back into the normal range, but you never get rid of those symptoms, what have you really accomplished? And really you haven't accomplished that much because you still feel crummy. So first thing is you just really need to find someone who understands all of these immune system triggers and can analyze it and deal with your case as an immune system problem, not just as a thyroid problem.